to stay for those who've been displaced.
The new legislature will have to decide on dozens of proposals to put more money into education. But in the fall campaigns and among lawmakers, one issue comes up more than most: expanding programs for very young children.
Today, a group of legislators began talking about what's needed and what Maine can afford. News Center's Don Carrigan reports.
The experts say, and parents know, that learning starts long before kids start school. The Maine Department of Education says 149 school districts that have kindergarten classes also provide pre-K programs, but some districts do not. Many of these legislators want to expand pre-K in Maine. They're part of the Children's Caucus, led by one Democrat and one Republican, hoping to convince their colleagues to support more care and education for preschool children.
To help them understand why it makes economic good sense for us to be investing in these types of programs.
And they got help today from an economist with the Federal Reserve Bank in Minneapolis, who says his research and other people's studies show that more money for pre-K programs will eventually help government save money.
When children are facing challenges, whether it's in their home, their community, the research shows that if we provide them support with health and education early, that it costs less. That's because this is a very sensitive period for brain development.
Governor Janet Mills has said she's a strong believer in expanding pre-K programs, but she's not been willing to say how much money for that will be included in the new state budget. That budget expected to be done around the end of this month. Veteran Republican lawmaker Solon Millett is helping to lead the Children's Caucus. He's also a former teacher and superintendent and says there is interest among Republicans in growing pre-K.
I think there's an openness. We've got a lot of new members who have an educational background, and that's helpful, and I think we'll have spirited discussions.
But like so much else in Augusta, these lawmakers and the governor will have to decide about money. How much more is needed? How much more can the state afford? In Augusta, Don Carrigan, News Center, Maine.